Welcome back to Arkham Asylum. We are now in the entrance hall of the Arkham Mansion, and here you go, Logan. Now you get to pounce on those guys that were talking smack about you in that force field.
Wait for just the right moment.
They shall pay for bat-mooning me.
Oh yeah, they did moon. They did insult your honor.
No one spanks your bum but the Batman.
Gosh, I love that Batman glide. I forgot to mention it. Just this game brought in the Bat glide.
It's a good look, although not quite as funny as just pounce upon him like a cat hunting his prey.
I really wish I could have arranged it to where I kicked him into the force field.
That would have been awesome.
Hilarious. Just
cross that.
The pure irony of it all. But actually, now that I stop and think about it, going back to the little backglide, yeah, it is a very essential feature. I love it. By the time you reach the end of the game, you're going to question how the hell this thing can still glide.
Oh yeah, there's going to be, like, the battle damage that you get on Batman extends to his cape, and there's going to be, like, a lot of rips in it.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I do like, apparently, from what it sounds like, I like what's happening here in that since this is I guess you could argue one of Batman's longest nights ever trying to pull this all off with literally his entire, once again, peanut gallery of villains, con gallery of villains.
It's literally Luigi's Mansion, but with Batman.
Running all over the place, like, he never gets a chance to, change it to a new outfit. This is taking a toll on him.
Yeah.
I'm really sorry now that you made that comparison, James. I'm just thinking, like, Mario.
Yes.
I was thinking more like just humming to himself. Also, I just realized when he's using the bat gel, he's so narcissistic. He's not making a little smiley face. He's doodling a little bat.
That's adorable.
Gel.
He is the Batman.
Sorry, I didn't catch on to that immediately. But just, yeah. I mean, if that's...
I half expect him like at his desk, like he's just doodling bats so he can make sure he gets the shape just right every time. Like, no, the angle has to be deeper on this part here. What are you doing, Wayne? No,
Nothing. Hey, tell me, do these ears look asymmetrical to you?
I also love the idea of him like slipping up. Like, what are you doing there, Wayne? Oh, nothing. Hey, why do you sound like Batman? No, I have no idea. Why do you? Who's the man? I
got some allergies. I tend to go into a cough.
It's a
cough.
Oh, looks like... Okay, so bad news, Joker has Dr. Young. Good news is they still haven't found her notes yet, and that's what all these mooks are searching for.
They're clearly doing a bad job of it.
Well, they're mooks. They're not that very bright.
I almost thought the freaking Riddler... the Riddler hint said, "Who is the man in the man hall?" I was like, I don't know.
The main man in the main hall.
I don't know who's man. Okay, I don't know who man is. The manliest man I see right now is the one wearing a Halloween costume onesie.
Man.
I need to dress up as Batman for Halloween. He's the one guy I have not dressed up as. I dressed up as Darth Vader once.
Really?
Yeah. It was in 2016. I was Darth Vader for Halloween.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, 4. Oh, is there
Seems a little more. Never mind you.
No, I was gonna say, like, gosh, that sound effect of like you breaking the dude's arm.
Oh yeah, the combat sounds are very visceral.
Oh jeez.
Yep.
Gosh, you just
beautiful.
turned that dude's head into a ragdoll.
Also, here's the main man in the main hall.
Oh,
It's Commissioner Gordon.
You're James Gordon. He looks like a potato.
In that photo, he looks like a potato, but when you actually see him in the flesh, he literally looks like he ripped some iron.
He's a brick house.
Oh yeah, here's a brick.
When you have to deal with all the stuff in Gotham, you kind of need to have some buffness. And there's Penguin's gear.
Umbrella, right.
Mm-hmm. I do know in the adjacent hall you can also find Catwoman's claws and mask, but I guess I just accidentally missed it when I was going through this.
But I'm confusing her with Black Cat. Is she still considered a villain in all this Batman stuff?
No, she's an anti-hero.
I was about to say, as far as the Arkhamverse is concerned, she's purely an anti-hero.
Yep. Anti-hero.
With how easily you're finding these Chronicles of Arkham, it makes me wonder if you really would have gone out of your way to just get them all, and then
a lot of them are on the beaten path, but like I said, I only get the ones that are on the beaten path. Anything off, I don't bother with.
Okay.
Just, yeah, anyone expecting a 100% playthrough for this game, look elsewhere.
Anybody expecting a 100% playthrough of any of these games? Because not to discredit them, they jam pack a lot of content into this stuff.
I'll tell you what, if you really want an Arkham 100% playthrough, wait till we get to Arkham City. That game I do 100% my playthrough.
Oh.
Even all the Riddler shit.
Well, that's the thing. Well, it's gonna be a while before we get to it. Basically, I have it situated in that I pretty much recorded all of Arkham City and New Game Plus. And the beautiful thing about New Game Plus and Arkham City is that, like, even though you do have to redo the story and the missions, all of the collectibles get carried over, and that includes the Riddler stuff. So I just 100% Riddler's campaign in the Riddler mode, and in New Game Plus, I don't have to worry about finding the trinkets.
You called him Riddler.
But yeah, go ahead, James.
Happy Wiggler Wednesday, everybody.
It's Tuesday.
But yeah, basically, like, since I collected all of his stuff in the main campaign, when I start New Game Plus, I don't have to worry about solving all of his riddles and trinkets. I could just go from hideout to hideout.
That's good.
So it's 100% with an asterisk, kind of like with me and Spider-Man.
Oh, I just remembered. Hype, do you sequence break this portion?
Huh?
Can you?
It is possible. I will admit, it's been years since this particular playthrough that I went back to play Asylum, so I probably forgot how to sequence break it.
Okay, so yeah, you can actually sequence break this part, and if you do, the Joker calls you out on it.
Really? Tell me, how does that work?
I forget how it happens exactly. I just immediately remember that you do reach a later portion of this library sequence, and then the Joker literally starts bad-mouthing you about spoiling the surprise early.
Oh. Huh. Interesting.
Oh yeah, no, they were definitely thorough with this game in terms of what you can get away with.
Well, I like it. It's immersive.
Especially one thing that stumped fans for years up until City's release.
I will admit, I'm kind of kicking myself. I do not show that in this playthrough, but I wish I had the hindsight to do that.
What is it?
Oh, trust me, like everyone and their mother completely skipped that whole sequence because it's so well hidden.
Well, now I'm curious.
Well, I'll let you know, because like I said, I don't show it. When you get to one of the...
Here, catch!
Here, catch. One of the rooms that you can go to in the mansion, which is also the same room where you unfortunately lose Dr. Young, there's a wall in that room. If you use all of your explosive gel on it, it reveals a very secret room. Oh yeah, we can't get that.
Why is it that for some reason at that exact moment I can imagine Joker literally just playing the fail jingle from The Price is Right?
He absolutely
So anyway,
would if this wasn't licensed, but continue.
But anyway, the secret room in Arkham Asylum is that, like, in that room, go to a certain wall, and they're really thorough with it. They actually hide your detective mode. They hide it from your detective mode. Go to a certain wall, use all 3 of your explosive gel charges on it, and it reveals a secret planning room that shows blueprints and design maps for Arkham City.
Huh.
Yeah, they had that shit all planned out in advance.
Even from that, wow, that's pretty impressive that they had it planned out, and so unfortunate that nobody got to have that thrill of, looking at the issues that they saw the solution before ever even seeing the puzzle in front of them.
Well, it's also, again, this is very much one of those Zelda 1 blow up a wall sort of scenarios where it's a wall you would never think to ever blow up.
Oh no, it's that, and it's also
That's how we get down to the doctors.
Well, it's that, and it's and then now I see where you're going with this, James. That there's nothing stopping you from climbing to the top of this thing and just knocking down the chandelier with the first second you go in the room.
Or heck, I think you just ignore this bit completely and not even worry about these guys literally getting,
Well, you do have to rescue the doctors anyway, but
fair enough.
Are they all gone?
Yes, you're safe. What happened?
It all happened so fast. Some patients broke in, began tearing up the place, like they were looking for something. Bill here fought back, but there were too many. They took Dr. Young. She rushed in here, and they followed. I'm sorry. When I came to, we were all tied up.
I swear, every time we come across this poor man who looks like he's seen shit.
well, again, you work at Arkham. You kind of would.
Please.
True.
They told me I was just going to be yard duty at a local kindergarten. I was never was never prepared.
This is the worst kindergarten I've ever seen. I didn't see a single devil damn juice box.
Don't even get me started of when I saw my partner try to tame the killer croc.
And then he's like, How did you not know you weren't actually going to a kindergarten? You saw the list of all your patients. Yeah, and their names were like Joker, Penguin, and Riddler. How the hell am I not supposed to think they're kindergartners?
Oh, played that scene a little too fast. But...
What do you think this is, JL8?
What should I know? Should I know what JL8 is? Oh, no, it's right.
Yeah, to give people context, JL8 is this really it's a cute, surprisingly well done AU comic series, basically reimagining the DC universe if they were kindergartners.
It's actually really it's really fun in like a Calvin and Hobbes kind of sense, where like the art style is appealing, and the humor with the humor they play with the characters is fun.
I completely forgot that was a thing.
Yeah.
And what's funny is that, like, despite the idea does sound really silly. What am I trying to say? It's actually really smart writing for the most part, and it's funny that, like, this comic. I would argue that it's funny that this comic about Superman as an 8-year-old going to kindergarten gets the character better than DC and themselves have in the past couple of years.
Ouch. Did they ever finish that webcomic? Or
it's currently it's an ongoing comic.
Oh, okay. I'll admit I lost touch with that comic. I had no idea it was still going on. I thought it inevitably just kind of dropped off or ended a la Mario Adventures.
I think it's an instance where it's like they work on their spare time, but they do technically have a job outside of it.
Fair enough.
Well, yeah. I mean, there's quality behind that stuff, and yeah. But what we mean with the whole like decent writing, like they actually have interesting little conflicts. Granted, far lesser scale than your typical Justice League conflicts, but like they're still like. I would argue still compelling. Compelling with like, bullying this and peer pressure that and,
You're not getting out of here,
Don't mind me.
But something interesting you all know. That particular mook has a very fancy looking collar around his neck.
You're right. It looks like... I've seen a Guilty Gear character wear something like that, but it was a lot larger.
Yeah, but basically, from this point onward, whenever you take out a mook silently, this is mainly during the Predator sections. Whenever you take out a mook silently, the collar around them will go off, alerting people to your presence.
So yeah, it just makes things a teeny bit harder for you. I mean, not that much harder from my personal experience, but something to take into account.
Yeah.
I think that's a neat idea. Now, it won't... So, if you're trying to get through a section without being detected, will setting one of those off automatically make you lose? Or is it just something that draws their attention, you just need to make sure you don't get seen?
It just draws their attention.
So, okay, okay. I like that, though. One other incentive to just keep moving constantly.
Actually, it's funny you bring that up, because I'm pretty sure there's at least one section where you literally can't afford to let anyone get that, like, take them down or let that thing go off. Otherwise, that will pretty much mean to them, you're there.
We did kind of go through a mission similar to that, where you had to rescue Jim from Harley Quinn, where it's like, you had to take everyone out silently all the way.
There's that, and I know where there's going to be another one we'll be dealing with later.
So, in that case, is there any way to take them out without alerting the caller, or is it just...
Nope.
So in those sections...
The caller's going to go off no matter what.
So I get it. Then in that situation, then to James and Hype, so I'm assuming then that situation...
You're literally... It's a literal Metal Gear Solid moment.
Can't take out anybody, just move.
You're literally trying to get Big Boss rank.
What was it called? Europe Extreme, or whatever they called it?
European Extreme. Where literally if anyone saw you...
I am back. I went to go get the mail.
Welcome back.
No
You're just joined us for some European Extreme.
Oh, sweet. Gargoyles and shit. I got my Alistair plush in the mail, so he finally came in.
Oh, cool.
Sweet.
My parents asked, like, Paige, did you buy another plush? I'm like, yeah. And then I showed it to them, like, why did you buy that? Because it's a deer. It's an evil deer demon.
Because I could. But yeah.
Yeah, it was on one of those days that I bought it. I was having an off day at work and like, you know what, I'm going to treat myself. Go on my phone, buy it off my phone during work, and boop, he's here.
Yeah.
So yeah, we finally come to the point where we have the mooks with the suicide collars.
Okay. Also, Clyde has joined.
Hey, Clyde.
Hi, Clyde.
Yes.
Also, oh my gosh, I just now realized why they're called suicide callers, and I'm just now okay. This entire, I thought you meant it was gonna be a goddamn battle royale caller,
No, it's not that.
but no, I get it. It's actually an entirely plausible and understandable reason. It's to alert staff in case somebody's trying to do that.
Yeah, they were talking about that earlier. We were just too busy talking over it.
Yeah. I was too busy imagining his head blowing up for some unexplainable reason.
What do you think this is? Assault on Arkham?
No.
Wait,
Was Assault on Arkham really that bad?
No, not really.
Well, no, but they had that. Well, it's not that it was bad, but it had that same idea of like. So the Suicide Squad was kind of coerced into following orders because they have like these, like Logan said, battle royale chips in their head. Where if they disobeyed Waller, she would activate them and blow their heads off.
Ah, that.
you
Yeah.
actually see that in the you actually see that in the horrible movie.
Yes, I saw that movie twice, unfortunately.
Why did you see it twice?
Ex-boyfriend, he liked the movie, and I didn't. We stopped dating.
I haven't seen it myself, so I can't vouch whether it's good or not. I know Jordan likes it.
And I know Matt hates it, so hey, things are looking up.
For me, it leaves a bad taste in my mouth. It's like drinking spoiled milk. Trust me, I had tried that once. It wasn't good.
Why did you try that once?
I thought it wasn't that bad past the expiration date, and then I almost puked.
I see.
Well, hey, you know what? Sometimes the best way to learn from your mistakes is to actually do them.
Yeah.
Very much.
Hey, at least it wasn't curdled and such. It was just a very bad taste. And I didn't put it back in the fridge so someone else can try it. I dumped that stuff down the sink. So no one else can suffer. Only I suffered. It's what Gotham would have wanted.
Dump that bubbling poison into the abyss.
Yes, called the kitchen sink.
Spill the beans into the river.
Poison the water supply. I always keep bringing that up.
Because it was funny and random.
I was like, wait,
Whoop.
he
Yeah,
did?
funny enough, Scarecrow did that in the Batman's Begins movie. Poison the water supply. It's been a meme ever since.
Yeah, to a point where they even almost hinted at that in this game.
Yep.
Yeah.
Spoiler warnings.
Yeah, but we'll get to that in a bit. First, we're gonna rescue these two guards.
Oh, he
one
just
of them
karate
being
chops it.
Officer Cash.
Oh, we saved him.
Again.
Oh, God.
Jesus
And
Christ.
that look on it. He looks like he has resting bitch face.
I think all of them have pretty much rested bitch face. The one with the most is Batman. He has just a permanent scowl of furrowed brows of his cowl.
Speaking of which, that cowl looks stupidly skin tight on him.
Oh yeah, like if you look closely, you can actually see his jawline.
I was gonna say I see the jawline, but also looking at the cowl, I almost want to imagine that if you look above his eyebrows, I almost want to say that that's not even his face. I think that he literally just had those designs, so he would always have angry eyebrows no matter who he's talking to.
I believe it.
I believe it too. That would be a Batman sort of thing.
Doesn't Adam West's mask also have eyebrows?
Yes, they do.
Yes.
And they look stupid.
But they were painted
wrong way.
wrong way.
Sorry, I missed that.
What am I trying to say? I took the wrong door. This door over here is the one I'm supposed to go
Ah.
This place looks too similar amongst each other.
to. Yeah.
Alfred, which way do I go?
Yeah, I have to agree. I would get lost too. Amadeus, 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 Amadeus.
Where is he?
That's what I think when I see the name Amadeus. I sing the song
I feel
Amadeus.
like a lot of people that play this game immediately think that when they hear the name.
Yeah.
Well, that's a popular song.
It was originally sung in German, and then there was an English version.
One way or another, Krabs, the formula will be mine.
Pretty much.
Now I want somebody to like mod this and or dub it with Plankton. Did you? I remember loving that bit that did Amadeus. No, I remember loving that like mod or that little like clip we saw on Twitter where somebody went to rehydrate it and swapped out one of Plankton's lines when Sandy's like, "Oh, I'll get it faster than a horned toad hops
We
down."
get
or
it.
something.
You're from Texas.
Jesus Christ, Sandy, we got it. That voice actor really does not have any qualms about it. Like, I know Tom Kenny is usually really nervous about what he does.
But
especially in the
Mr.
SpongeBob
Lawrence,
voice,
he
except
has
that
no
one interview.
filter. Mr. Lawrence
he
has no
absolutely
filter.
Doesn't.
He straight up just went to that. I think it was for a college. It was for it was like for someone's college project to be interviewed or something like that. But like straight up just did, go meet at the jump bucket. Every
fucking day.
like just
Come down here, we'll stuff your face full of shit.
It's glorious.
The way I see it, I think the only reason why he's so lenient on it is like because he's like one of the bigger players of the SpongeBob staff.
Yeah, he wrote a couple of episodes. He's a producer.
Oh, really?
So yeah.
I always forget about that. Wow, that's actually I like it when people are able to pull double duty like that.
Into that office.
It's always amusing.
But yeah, just going back real quick, as you noticed, the room that they were in front of. Oh, but first,
Hi, guys.
say hello to Mr. Raish here.
Hey, Raish.
Raj Al Ghul? Raish Al Ghul?
Mm-hmm.
Raish Al Ghul. Finally, someone says it right, not Raish. Sorry.
I like Raj
I
Al
said
Ghul.
Raish.
Ra.
So you're part of the Roz party, are you?
Yes, I'm a Rosman.
Yes.
Anyway, so to get back to the game, the room that those guys were trying to break into was Dr. Young's office, and we're going to need to go in there so we can figure out what exactly, because in her room is footage of showing where she put her files and whatnot.
Oh yeah, the Titan formula.
Already got to the safe.
Well, that didn't take long.
The question now is
That was Dr. Young. She got her notes before anyone could get them.
entry. Whoever
That's good.
knew the combination.
But yeah, no, I was always part of the Raish Al Ghul party. I think Roz just sounds
Same.
silly.
Yeah.
Roz is a really nice lady. She really did not give Mike Wazowski enough support.
That is the exact reason why I can't picture it as Ra's al Ghul.
Really, I
Yeah.
didn't know. But
Oh, by the way, hi, Black Mask.
oh hey, wait, is that the Red Hood?
Oh,
No,
wow.
Black Mask.
Black Mask. You know, in Birds of Prey,
Ooh,
Edward
Black
McGregor's
Mask.
character.
Okay.
There you go. Just to add some.
Well, actually,
Yes.
speaking of Black Mask, you said Red Hood. I'm really interested to see how that Death in the Family interactive movie turns out.
That is right. Yeah, as of recording this, like we recently saw a trailer where they're taking an older movie, and they're going to kind of do to it what I know a number of series, including Black Mirror, have been working with this. But yeah, they're basically going to make a choose your own adventure story.
It's just a
Huh.
version.
And it's like, as far as I know, if you take a certain, excuse me, it's basically taking inspiration from the whole famous thing about how like they actually let the fans decide whether Jason lived or died. I'm pretty convinced that if you take a certain set of directions, it pretty much just becomes Under the Red Hood. But I am interested in seeing like some of the other paths. Like at one point, Jason becomes Hush. At one point, he becomes Red Robin, further hammering the fact that DC doesn't like acknowledging that Tim Drake exists.
Yeah.
Well, he kind of was just there. I mean, he was just there to really clean up Jason Todd's mess.
Yeah.
But yeah, just in general, like I'm curious if they're going to be able to get. I'm curious if they're going to get the entire cast back. If they're going to get full on new animation. If this is just archived stuff.
They did announce a handful of the returning actors, like Bruce Greenwood is back as Batman, John DiMaggio is back as Joker. One of the actors for Red Hood is back. It's not Jason Eccles, it's the one that played the younger version of him.
Okay.
I don't know if they got anyone outside of that, but they did say that they got Gary Cole to voice Gordon and Two-Face, because they actually are adding new characters to this, like Two-Face.
That's good.
Interesting.
I guess I will ask, given that now it seems like as appropriate a commentary as any to bring it up. I don't know if I ever officially got your thoughts on it. What were your thoughts on John DiMaggio Joker?
Me or Pi?
In general.
I really like him, personally. Like, I think... I put him on the same tier as Kevin Michael Richardson as one of the most underappreciated Jokers in media. Like, I really enjoyed, like, the Candace in his voice, and you could just tell that he definitely had his fun voicing him.
I really need to listen to his voice and what he's done. Because if anyone can pull off a good Joker voice, especially Steve, then yeah, I give my props.
You don't know who John DiMaggio is, Pi, or
He's Bender.
yeah,
Oh,
and
yeah.
also Jake from Adventure Time.
Okay, yeah, I know who he is. I didn't know he played as the Joker at one point. I need to listen
Yeah,
to him
just in
as
that
the
bit.
Joker. That's what I meant.
He definitely had a deeper voice than your typical Joker, but something about the way I also liked his interpretation of like I get stuttering, jeez. I guess an older Joker with how his laugh almost kind of wheezed in places, but it worked to be unsettling nonetheless.
I kind of like that. Also, if you notice on the doors, they kind of have a Batman silhouette, if you noticed.
Yeah. I was about to say, it's like they do have like a wheeziness to it, but I've noticed that there are some points where when he laughs a certain way, it does kind of sound on point to Hamill's laugh.
That's good. That's good. I give props. Like I said, if you could do a good Joker impression, like Steve, then yeah, I give you props.
Oh, found it.
Yep, we found Dr. Young's notes in this really big book.
Yes, and I like Steve's Joker voice, if you hadn't noticed.
You're fine.
Jeez, and Joker had to have been in this room to set up this whole trap.
It's never this simple with him.
Yep.
And we had to destroy that so Joker doesn't get his hands on it. But yeah,
Joker's always one step ahead.
Unfortunately.
because he does have Dr. Young with him, he's gonna get Zaz to help coerce the formula out of her. And Batman, do you need a cough drop or something?
Hope he doesn't have the cough, cough, sniffle, sniffle.
I don't know, but I feel like he should probably get that checked out on his way to Dr. Young.
Yeah, you never know with these kind of dust. This place is very dusty. Let's just say that.
Yeah, but yeah, in the next part, we're going to do that. We're going to go ahead and free Dr. Young from the clutches of Victor Zsasz, and hopefully figure out why Batman's having that coughing fit. Like, didn't he have a coughing fit like that earlier in the game? Like, I'm starting to get concerned for his health.
Oh no!
Oh.
He needs to get that. He needs to get the bat inhaler.
Yeah, the bat inhaler. All right, Batman. Say ah.